Hey guys, Indigo Priestess here. Hope everybody's feeling fantastic, feeling blessed, and just thriving in life. And if you are not, you came to the right place. So, this is not a video that I plan to make. This is not something that I even wanted to discuss. A lot of the times I will tell people that what I speak about is also what I have at one point in my life experienced. And basically, what I'm going to talk about was something that affected me for a really long time, years ago, something that still stays with me, and an experience that has definitely made me stronger. And I'm really glad, if I really think about it now, that I can actually discuss this with everybody that, comes to my channel and looks for guidance. So, you read the topic, obviously, my spiritual attack, and just what you need to also look out for. I discuss curses a lot, on my channel, and the symptoms are very similar to that of a curse, and it can really bring you down spiritually as well as physically. So basically, like I said, this was like more than 13 years ago, when I had this experience. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on in my life, because at that time I didn't have a lot of people around me. I wasn't as, this is what I'm doing. And, I kept to myself, and I wasn't as, even though I started out really young in the occult, every kid, it's like, you touch and go. It's like, I'm going to go back. Okay, I'm going to do this. And then you're doing something else. So you're still learning, how to go about things and how to do things right. And at that point, even though, like I said, I was 14 when I first started, I wasn't as clued up. You got your hormones, not that I was as young, but basically I wasn't as clued up. I didn't, work with as much entities as I work with now from different pantheons. And there were errors that I made, basically, but errors that I'm happy happened, even though, it was not the best, because I learned from this. And now I can learn and, well, basically teach other people out there who are experiencing very similar, symptoms and issues in your life. What I want to say before I say any more, because I don't want to drag on, is that spiritual attacks and curses are real, okay? If you are in a situation right now, there's probably at least 50% of people watching me right now who don't have a clue that they are under a spiritual attack. You basically put down your ailments to stress to certain things. And when I was under mine, I can be honest, I was deathly ill. If you speak to a palera or a palero, basically a shaman, they will tell you that the worst form of curses and spiritual attacks are the ones that plays with your vision and takes your vision. What most people don't know is that I couldn't see through my right eye. A lot of my vision was gone. I was working with one eye only. Half my face pulled, paralysis as well during the spiritual attack. So if you're listening and you feel that you are under anything similar, just write down, because like I said, I'm not going to drag this out. Paralysis, loss of vision. Loss of vision is one of the worst forms of spiritual attacks and curses that are out there. Ultimately, most people that have this symptom of a curse or a spiritual attack, half of these people normally end up taking their own life. So loss of vision, I had paralysis in my face, I had severe tiredness, a deathly tiredness, one that you would feel that you just wouldn't wake up from. Just bear in mind, there are ailments out there, real physical ailments. This was a combination. It wasn't just one or two. There was everything I'm mentioning was what was experienced all at the same time. I was severely depressed, and no one could really help me, because there was no physical symptoms, to even explain what was going on. I would hear footsteps at night. I would see entities basically in my backyard. I would basically hear objects, cupboards opening and closing, you know, really low level type things trying to play with me, pull my blankets off me at night. It was an ongoing saga, and I ruled it out as just me, perhaps, you know, having what they would call a psychotic time in my life, which it really wasn't. Obviously, being the type of person that I am, I went to doctors who couldn't find or pinpoint ailments. I went for eye checkups. There was no physical cause as to why I couldn't see through my right eye. I went for muscle checkups, was for paralysis in my face, for strokes, no symptom. It was one of the most frustrating time of my life. And I just want to warn people out there that if you're experiencing exactly what I did, don't play around. Contact me. I'm here to help. Contact Damon Doc. We can work with you and we can help you. There's no reason for you to suffer as I did, because remember, when you're in this situation, it's really difficult to see past the situation. So now you are basically in a rut where you know, you're having all these situations, these attacks, and your mind is not working at its optimal limit. How can you work at your best? How can your mind think at its best? So you don't think, you know, spiritual attack. You think, oh my God, there's no, I don't want to live anymore. I can't live like this. Your head is just in the sand constantly, especially when you not even 20 yet, and you like, what is going on here? And you're just completely confused about the situation. And basically, this is what I went through, and it's really hard for me to discuss it. My whole life stopped at that time. You know, I couldn't work, I couldn't study, I couldn't do anything. I wasn't functional enough. And I could truly say that it took a lot of people. You know, like I said, I didn't have a lot in the occult because I kept it quiet. I was new, I wasn't doing things right, I was making mistakes. I was making mistakes in terms of how I performed rituals, not closing gates, letting things just seep through. Basically, even though I was so much younger when I started, you guys have to understand, I wasn't always doing things the way I had to, because you kind of feel really invincible when you are a teenager. You always think, okay, it can't happen to me. But the truth is, even though I was not cursed, what I experienced was very similar to a curse. What most people don't realize is that I fought during this time. I fought, suicide all the time. And that's not something most occultists would be honest about. But I fought it because imagine 2 years and, the spirit is hiding what's really happening. It basically sealed the truth from me that I didn't even for a second think it was an attachment. And basically hid the truth from me. And I just thought I was just ill and no doctor could find what was wrong with me. And I kept going and I kept going, and I just wanted to die. I didn't want to live anymore. And eventually, with a lot of spiritual help from other occultists, we could remove the negativity that was on me through powerful rituals. And this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. I want you to know that if you are one of these people, if you are someone that went through what I went through years ago, there is hope, there is help. Fight through it. Okay, the worst thing you want to do during these times when you are low is become an intranquil because you ended it at your lowest. So this is why I just felt I wanted to make this video. There are really dark forces out there that can bring you to such a low that you could possibly end it all. Bear in mind that there are mental and chemical imbalances and physical illnesses out there. But if you go into the best of the best, like 8 to 10 doctors, and everybody's like, there's nothing physically wrong with you. You show signs of no ailment, not even a mental ailment that I can pin it down to. Then you've got to know something is wrong, okay? Once you go for your physicals, nothing showing up, something is wrong. That's when you go to an experienced occultist like myself, Damon Doc, or any other individual out there that is an occultist and there's proof that they have been in the game long enough. That is when you go. and you seek the assistance and the help, and you remove that germ. When I say germ, I'm referring to that negativity, that feeder spirit, that darkness that is sucking the life out of you. And I just felt I really wanted to do this video. Like I said, not planned, but because I really do love everybody that watches my channel and learns from my channel. I want to just inform you. Don't keep your head in the sand. There are things out there that you might not see, but it is near you, and you are at risk. And the truth is, there is help. And this is basically why I decided to study different pantheons, because you can't go wrong when you basically study different pantheons and just include it into your daily life, your daily rituals, because you never know when a certain pantheon is more equipped to deal with a situation than another pantheon. So basically, that is what I wanted to talk about today. And I do have a lot of other topics that I will mention, but guys, don't keep your head in the sand. Understand that there are real things out there that can harm you, and it's important to have a fantastic, strong spiritual life and not be closed-minded. So that's all from me now. If you have any questions, guys, to be honest, I am extremely busy, but leave the questions in the comment. Please try and make it short and sweet. I don't always have the time. My time is very, disciplined and scheduled when it comes to helping those who reach out to me. Every person that comes to me, who, my private clients are scheduled so that I can focus on them alone and with no other distractions when I work with them and help them in particular cases. So yeah, there's darkness out there, and I'm not talking about like some people who lack understanding. They immediately think demon. I'm talking about something like a parasitic entities who actually are around us. That is why we need to do these rituals, these protections, different prayers to the entities that we rely on and trust in for these types of protections. So I'm happy in a lot of ways that a lot of this happened, because it equipped me so much in order to help other people out there. And it is such a pleasure and an honor to know that I'm making changes in people's lives, positive ones, and making them see that they can, spread their wings and they can work with spirit. No matter what type of spirit it is, you can work with them. So if you have any questions, guys, check out the description box below, and you can email myself or Damon Dog for any services, consultations, and spell work, initiations in Palo, Santeria. We are more than equipped to assist you, as well as tarots, the lagoons, and anything that you might need. Stay blessed. Have a good day. Ciao.